Hey everybody, Tasha here with TV Zumba. Tonight we are making dinner. I'm going to make a low carb, keto friendly, I think it's keto friendly, version of lasagna. Okay, so instead of pasta, we are going to use zucchini. I've already done the work of cutting up the zucchini to save us some time, and I already started my sauce. You can use whatever type of sausage or ground beef or whatever type of meat you want, or no meat if you don't want any meat in your sauce. Just please don't use the canned or the jarred sauce because that tends to have a lot of sugar in it, right? So I like to make my own sauce, and my cans are back there. I did a really quick sauce. My dad would not be happy with this sauce. This is a real quick. I used the turkey sausage, but it's Italian turkey sausage. It already has the ingredients in it to make it spicy, Italian spices. And it is no hormones and range-free, all that good stuff. So it is as organic as I can get it without making it myself. Sausage. And then I, of course, did some onion, half an onion, and a couple of garlic cloves. I'll of course put the recipe down below so you guys can know what it is exactly. In with the sausage, and then the crushed tomatoes and the tomato sauce with some Italian spices. Mix that all up and let it simmer for, I don't know, I like to do it at least a couple hours, just because in my family, a sauce isn't made in under 2 days, but we don't have that kind of time these days, right? So this is a quick sauce. And then I shredded up the zucchini with my handy dandy mandolin here. If you don't have a mandolin, you can slice it, but these things are super handy. I love my mandolin. I use this all the time. You can slice it. Look how easy that is. Anywho, so that's what I do. So you're supposed to have ricotta cheese, but I like to use the low-fat organic cottage cheese. So instead of ricotta, I use cottage cheese, and it's low-fat or no-fat. You can get that too. Cottage cheese, and then Parmesan cheese. I bought the stuff in the bottle, not the fresh Parmesan cheese. You can get fresh Parmesan cheese, obviously, but I just used this because it was no hormones and organic and that kind of stuff. So I knew where it was coming from, so that's why I like to use this. And then this is about 1.5 cups to 2 cups. I like a little bit extra, so I used a little bit more than 2 cups. This is 1/2 cup, and you just mix it all together. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this all together in your bowl. And this is your cheese compound. Okay, so these are your noodles. This is your cheese compound. We already have the sauce over there. And then you can use a 9 by 13 pan. I used a bit smaller one because there's just Tony and I, so just use a smaller pan, because otherwise we would have a lot and it wouldn't be as thick and as good. So I like to just use the smaller of the Pyrex pans that I have. And of course, when you're making Italian food, you got to have a glass of red wine, right? So I'm having a glass of red wine while I'm making this. Okay, so we have our cheese mixture, we have our noodles. Some people like to grill these to get out the extra moisture. I don't, per se. I like to just let them sit and let them rest, and the moisture comes out on its own. So I'm not too concerned about the moisture. And then if you have leftovers the next day, the moisture kind of dissipates anyways. So it's not terrible. You can put an egg in here if you like. I choose not to. It's just extra. I mean, if you want the extra protein, sure, why not? But we got a lot of protein in the 2 cheeses here anyways. Plus, there's Rookie. Plus the sausage that we put in. I have turkey sausage in here. If you have ground beef, there's that. All right, so we're going to start layering our mixture here. So we have our sauce, and there we go. Lot of sauce. Okay, so we're going to make a nice thick bottom layer of sauce. Lots of it. Get as much meat in there, or tofu, or whatever you like. I mean, everybody has their own preference of whether they want meat, or if you don't like meat and you want a lot of substance, add some vegetables, right? You can stick celery in here. You can stick what am I talking about? The sweet peppers, the red peppers and the orange peppers. Those would be really yummy in here too. Oops, I made a mess. Shocker, I made a mess. I can't believe I'm wearing a white shirt dealing in sauce. That's probably not the best idea. And now we're going to start layering our noodles, but they're really not noodles, they're zucchini. So I'm going to layer them pretty thick because I have a lot here. Now, depending on the size of your pan, you're going to want either 3 medium size. I have 1 giant one. This is what's left of, it was like this big, and it was big. So I'm just going to use 1 because, like I said, there's only Tony and I. If I was cooking for a family of 4, I would probably double this recipe. So whatever the recipe that I leave down below, I'll let you guys know what I used and how much. I would double that for a family of 4 because we do have leftovers, but they're usually gone the next day because we both love this so much. It literally tastes like you're cheating, and you're not, because everything is, if you make it yourself, it's organic, you know what goes in. There's no sugars with the jarred sauces. It's all, you can decide what you want in it because it's all healthy, right? You're making it. So yeah, so I like to get as much in there as I can. And then now we're going to add a layer of the cheese mixture that we have here. Okay, so everything's all mixed up. And like I said, you can add an egg if you want the extra protein, and it might make the consistency a bit different too, maybe a bit looser, which is easier to spread. I'm having a bit of a difficulty spreading this because it's so thick. So it might be easier to spread too. This is just the way I've always made it, so this is the way I like it. But yeah, you can play around with the recipe and make it however you like, right? We can vary things to fit our tastes and what we like and what we don't like. And you know, if you have cheese allergies and you can't do this, there are a lot of really good they're lactose-free cheeses that you can use instead. There's just, nowadays we have a lot of variations of ingredients that we can use. So yeah, you can do whatever works for you. So, all right, we got that all in there. And we still have a little bit left over, which I'm kind of surprised because usually I use the whole thing and I only get 1 layer down. But hey, here we go. I got more. So, oops, I already made a mess. Shocker. We're going to make another layer. Here we go. Add some more sauce. Okay. Saucy sauce. And then I think I'm going to have just enough for a thin layer of the cheese mixture on top before I add my mozzarella. So usually I like to try to find the the lowest fat mozzarella I can. Today I was kind of in a hurry, so I just grabbed this Sargento. I like to buy organic if I can too, but I didn't see it and I was in a bit of a hurry at the grocery store, so I just grabbed what I saw. And that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so we have the sauce here. Ooh, I should probably start my oven. And whoops, no, cancel, bake, cancel. Let's let that cancel out first. I accidentally hit clean. Must be the wine. Okay, so we have our sauce there. Let me sit. Okay. This might take a minute. Cancel. You don't want to. All right. Well, we're going to carry on with this. Okay. So we have that. We're going to add another layer of the noodles, which aren't really noodles, and this is going to be a pretty thin layer because we don't need to hold anything really together here. We're just trying to make room for some more stuff. Okay. Oh, I forgot the basil. I forgot to chop the basil. Hang on just a second. I gotta chop this. I got a fresh basil plant today. I love those things, right? Have you seen the basil plants that you can buy in the stores? If you buy a package of fresh basil, it's like, I don't know, $2 or $3. And if you buy a plant, same thing, $2 or $3. Why wouldn't you buy the plant? You can use it more often. I don't think I have enough basil. Well, I'll get a couple more leaves in a second. I just want to put the rest of, you know what, I should put a little more sauce. We have a ton of sauce. I apparently didn't realize how much sauce I was making. So we're going to do more sauce, just a thin layer this time though. And then we're going to top it off with the cheese and all of the mozzarella. That's another thing I like to do when I'm cooking Italian, is I like to listen to my pal Dean Martin, but my Alexa was not listening to me when I was asking her to play him, so she's grounded right now. So it's just us. It's just us. You guys get me and no Dean Martin. Sorry. All right, we are almost out of sauce. And now we can throw the rest of the cheese on here, okay? So I'm gonna try to, oh, my husband came to my rescue and put Dino on for me. Okay, because I'm going on top of sauce, I'm just gonna put little dollops. See? Nothing like a little Dean, a little wine, making a lasagna. I should probably turn on the stove though this time. This time hit bake. Okay, we're gonna go to 375. By the time we get done putting this all together, our oven should be ready and we can get ready to pop it in. And this is all low fat, low carb. Well, it's low fat because I didn't use ricotta cheese. Remember, I used low fat cottage cheese and a little bit of parmesan, a half a cup of parmesan. And I made my own sauce, so we get rid of a lot of sugars there, so we can have a glass of red wine. That's my sugar. And now we get the mozzarella. Usually I like to get, like I said, the organics or something of that nature, cheese. However, I didn't see the shredded mozzarella, so I'm just going to use what I found. And we're going to put the whole bag. I think this is 2 cups. We're going to use the whole bag. Oopsie. Let's put that over there. And I'm going to get a couple more sprigs of basil to stick on top, so I can chop that up on top. And then we're going to pop it in the oven. And the cooking time is going to vary, so I'll just put it down below in the comments or in the description down below. I'll just put it down below because it depends on how big your pan is, and it depends on how many layers you have. So you're really going to have to kind of just watch it, to be honest. Like, this is probably the thickest one I've made in a while. I probably should have used a bigger pan than I normally do, but I didn't realize I had more than I usually make. I think I just made a lot of sauce, and I had a giant zucchini. So, yeah. All right. So here we go. This is our low carb lasagna. Let's pop it in the oven, okay? I'll show you when it comes out. I feel like I should put a pan underneath it so, oh, I forgot to, hang on. We're gonna do the chopped basil on top. Yep. And I'm probably going to chop a little bit more because that wasn't very much. And I'm probably going to put a pan underneath it so if anything flows over, it won't stain the bottom of my oven. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute, okay?